Today we're reviewing
Pups Save, a DJ and a jam. I know! Rubble's DJ station has those cool new lights.
Yay! Everest is here again. And while nothing beats her singing to herself in the last segment, she's just generally super cute throughout here.
Though it isn't working very well.
Silverman's developed a really good deadpan delivery style.
That's not cool!
Is Rubble gonna diss him back?
Oh, baby! He sounds so adorably worried. So cute.
So we've got possum beats and flashing lights? Wow! No one will want to miss all this.
With the sunset sky, the lights, the snow, and the reflective floor, this is a very nice looking setting for much of the segment. I like the little additional chain necklace Rubble gets too. It's for story purposes, but it looks good. Plus, this opening shows the pups having fun, being helpful, playing to their strengths, and has Rubble and Everest interact.
Lights on the snow look cool.
Very pretty effects, and a very pretty pup.
This DJ thing can't be that hard if Rubble can do it.
Egotistical and overconfident Humdinger is much better than whiny, babyish Humdinger. He's pretty fun this segment. I was right in my video about the preview. Humdinger dons this giant hat as a mask, which is a good gag, and one they wisely leave unexplained. The big silly mask being a nod to the many masked DJs like Daft Punk, Deadmau5, Marshmello, et al. Everest's cringe face is a wonder to behold, and very exploitable. I need to get this as a reaction to some of the comments you guys leave. No matter what, Rocky's reverse worm dance gets a positive point. Plus, ironically, it's one of the only non-recycled dance animations here.
Ruined? How dare they?
I like that Humdinger's plan goes perfectly, but he ruins everything for himself because of his hubris. I think it could be argued that it comes across as sloppy and random like the prior segment, but in this case I think it works very well as a character beat and doesn't seem like Moon just writing herself out of a corner. Even though it's kind of weird and hard to explain that it's in Humdinger's lair, I guess the kitties put it up, the design of this poster is nice.
I'm the real deal, but you're just a poser. You better go home and drive your bulldozer.
His flow might be appropriately abysmal, but that was a solid bar.
Alright!
A very cute little moment for these two.
Yikes! How are we supposed to dance to this?
Aw. Bless Katie trying to dance until her much cooler friend makes her feel like she shouldn't be. That's obviously not how the moment's intended to be interpreted, but that's how it came across, and I found it adorable.
And you'll never guess where they're taking it.
Foggy Bottom?
That got a laugh out of me, for the deeply unimpressed tone of the answer as much as the gag itself.
Groovy!
I'll always be an admirer of groovy, and this is an excellent chase face. He's just about pulling off this not being cocky and annoying by being such a little dork.
I'm so stoked the PAW Patrol is helping us get ready for the Glow in the Snow dance party.
Peter Cogno is still not working for me as Jake at all. He doesn't sound like a surfer bro, he sounds like a grown man with a sore throat. Especially a shame because I still think Jake's visual update redesign is the single biggest glow up.
There it is! I can see the lights!
Oh no. The mismatch between writer's intention and animator's visuals did poor Everest dirty. Pretty sure the lights were meant to just be a distant glow, not necessarily easy to spot, rather than lighting up the entire night sky and making her observation sound utterly vacuous. Slightly creepily, Lizzie dances alone, facing away from the dance floor and the stage.
Ryder, look!
Good to see increasingly rare sniffing, and that line delivery was super cute. But this would always have made him sneeze in the old days, and it's sad that's forgotten. Rocky is doing his worm, or forward worm actually. Sky looks quite well toasted, but is giving it her all. Chase meanwhile gets a recycled dance move from the Christmas special. In fact, all the Pups moves are recycled from the ice cream truck segment, the episode before this, which is pretty darn lazy, but at least explains what the heck Sky is doing.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for an ice cream dance party! Check it out, Rocky. I'm doing the sprinkle shake.
A trip to initiate the wipeout that doesn't make any sense, and once again is just going through the motions. His pun was decent, though. And this freeze frame is pretty good, huh? I'm sure they didn't intend it, but Jake kinda gets some creepy unk vibes as he passes Katie. The POV camera making it look like he totally ignores everyone but her, not helping.
Jay Rubble's here to save the day! So hold on to your hat while I spin you away!
When people ask why Rubble is my least favorite of the main pups, this is why. Cocksure, prideful, arrogant, just the kind of personality that I only like when it's undercut a lot. And typically in a villain always getting foiled.
You know, Mayor Humdinger's groove sounds pretty good!
Do you not want to check he didn't just die?
That noise is awful!
Chase! Remind me to never invite you to an avant-garde performance art show. Trust me, you'll hear much worse there. And even if you're thinking it, you can't just up and yell it.
Everybody be very noisy. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Huh? It worked. They're coming back.
This didn't make a whole lot of sense. They clearly came back because a danceable backbeat started up, but why did that happen? What changed? It doesn't seem like the intentionality of the moment came across right.
Whenever your winter dance party is going downhill, just get down for help.
Ryder dances like he's 40? Well, better than flossing or doing that holding your nose and waggling your hand thing. Everyone continues right along in their dance loops. Everest basically just jogging on the spot. Lizzie is at least facing everyone else now. Priya, meanwhile, does the Night Fever dance, another super contemporary dance kids just love doing. Well, I joke, but it actually isn't Fortnite, so it wouldn't be that shocking to see. After several episodes of incremental improvements, Sky suddenly doesn't just look burnt, but fricasseed. Who gave my poor girl black eyes? Come on. And the dark circles aren't the extent of her problems this segment.
Use your rescue hook.
On it!
She also ends up looking orange as a spray-tanned president in her chopper.
I better call the PAW Patrol.
I'm right here, Mayor Goodway.
I just covered this exact thing happening in an Easter segment as a positive, but honestly it was done so much better there. Here it doesn't seem like a funny, silly moment, but just a bit awkward.
Mayor Humdinger!
Apart from here, basically cheating because I bet his voice actor didn't even say the line, Rocky gets nothing to say again, so a full episode without any solo lines. Well, he does go Marshall before the wipeout, but come on, they totally pulled that from a different recording session. Defaulting yet again to sliding downhill. Do the test audience tots really respond better to this than the old episodes? It definitely would have been nice if Everest's unique expertise with snow and mountains could have been used here instead of this brute force moment. This could have been any character given some random attachments to their vehicle, to be honest. I had quite a long list of negatives there, but they didn't impact the segment as a whole all that much. Pups Save, a DJ and a Jam ended up being a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it vastly more than its sister segment, Woodland Walrus. It was also a bit slipshod with plot intention, the theft part of Humdinger's plan being very inconsequential, and it did take the easy way out with a dull sliding downhill climax. But it did better than average with the standard pieces. Parts were funny, parts were very cute, several pups had good character moments, and generally this was a good time despite its flaws. Overall, 7 out of 10. Not hugely above average, but one of Moon's more enjoyable scripts. Alright, and to see my impressions of that sister segment, Woodland Walrus, why not click here? Or, if you're in the mood for more Everest, why not check out my fan animation where she sings her heart out right here. That's one I'm glad is back online. Alright, and that's all for today, and I will see you guys again next time.